2016 MCQ 1. See the question. What was the effect when vacuum tubes were replaced by transistors and later transistors were replaced by integrated circuits in the CPU? Now, in the history of computers, we already learned that during the first generation, they were using vacuum tubes. Am I correct? Vacuum tubes. They were not reliable and they were kind of consuming a lot of current, by the way, right? There were huge issues. And next thing is, during the second generation, they were using transistors. During third generation, they were using IC. So up to here we have the problem. Yeah. First, when they advanced from first generation to second generation, the vacuum tube, the processing device was replaced by the transistors. And when advancing from second generation to third generation, from transistors, it advanced up to ICs. Now, the question asks what happened during that conversion. See the answers. Both processing power and electricity consumption increased. They are talking about the processing power and electricity consumption in the total question. Now, if you see about the processing power and power consumption, electricity I may say, when they use vacuum tubes, they have very poor processing power plus very high electricity consumption. Vacuum tubes are high voltage devices and they are running by high voltages, I mean huge electricity. And if you are talking about the second generation, the processing power is little increased and the electricity consumption is slightly reduced because transistors are running by small voltages. Yeah. And if you are talking about the third generation, the processing power has gone even increased, and if you say about the electricity consumption, it has even decreased. Okay, ICs are working by even smaller current. Now they are saying when they advance from vacuum tubes to transistors and transistors to ICs, both processing power and electricity consumption increase. No. Right? Some have increased, some have decreased. Okay, so we can't go for that answer. The second answer says processing power increased while electricity consumption decreased. Processing power throughout the period it has increased, isn't it? This is low, but if you see these two generations, they have a significant increment. And in the other part they say electricity consumption decreased. Of course, there is a significant decrement. Okay, so I can go for the second answer saying processing power increased while electricity consumption decreased. Answer 2. Third answer says processing power decreased while electricity consumption increased. That is the total opposite of this. Wrong. Both processing power and electricity consumption decreased. That is also wrong.